Speaking of Floyd Mayweather, I mean, obviously your focus is going to be on Danny Garcia, but the Floyd Mayweather cloud is still lingering out there somewhat.
It's a big cloud.
It's a huge cloud. Is that extra added motivation for you, knowing that he could potentially still come back?
You know, I don't believe that if he was to ever come back, that he would fight any of the young fighters today. I stated it before that he most likely will try to repeat the Manny Pacquiao fight, right? Manny Pacquiao still has a tremendous following. Manny Pacquiao just came off of a good victory. You know, Manny Pacquiao so-called had the injury. I always said that once when they announced that Manny Pacquiao wasn't 100%, that if he ever kind of does something, that if they really want to, they can amplify the fight. Even if there's some people saying, whatever, we already saw this, that.
Right.
We've seen rematches happen time and time again in the sport of boxing, you know, and really the Mayweather team, you know, everybody in affiliation, you know, as far as on the promoter sides, when it comes to a Mayweather event, the promotion is always done right, always going to produce good numbers. The real question is, and Floyd mentioned a little comment about him talking to some networks and stuff, and he's talking about whatever figures he said, really all he's saying is 100 million, right? Pretty much, I don't think Floyd will ever step in the ring again for less than 100 million, right? So it's going to be interesting on what's his options of making that money. You see what I'm saying? Is he really just a fighter that's worth 100 million today, no matter who he fights? I say at the end of the day, he can't fight anybody and make 100 million. There has to be something backing it. So, you know, the easiest way is to jump right back on the Pacman tip. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still one legend versus another legend. Rematch. You can call that a legendary rematch. There's still people that believe that if Pacquiao does things right, if he happens to catch Mayweather, Mayweather's been out, maybe he's slower. We haven't seen him perform for over a year, right? Is he getting rusty? What's going on? Pacquiao's active, right? So there's a lot of different things that you can say to really build an interest, right? I really think that if he was to do it, he's going to run it back, you know? I mean, if he was to fight a young fighter, Kell Brook just is no longer undefeated. I'm undefeated. Danny's undefeated. One of us ain't going to be undefeated soon, you know? The most interesting thing, though, I like to be hopeful. I called Mayweather out a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I've always wanted the fight. I've always wanted the opportunity. Like I said, I want to make my mark in history. I always say to be a legend, you have to beat a legend. That's the easiest way to be one. Otherwise, you have to create your own legacy, which is another reason why I want to be the undisputed welterweight champion. That way, it has nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather. It only has to do with Keith Thurman's accomplishments and what I was able to do at 147 and what I brought into the sport at 147 and the entertainment and the action that I'm bringing into the welterweight division outside of Mayweather, having nothing to do with Mayweather, right? So I see two paths on how Keith Thurman can make his dreams come true, the same dreams that I had as a 10-year-old boy, right? One is to get the Mayweather fight. By beating Danny Garcia, I will be, because currently they just elevated me. I haven't talked about this that much, but I just found out I was elevated to the WBA Super Welterweight Champion of the world, okay? So with that title, and then with Danny's title, I will hold the two titles that the last time any man has held these titles, it was Floyd Mayweather, okay? So I look forward to that accomplishment. I do believe it could possibly entice Mayweather. Does Mayweather want to get in with a young, strong dog? Last time he did, it was Canelo Alvarez. I'm more athletic than Canelo Alvarez. He's got a few more mango seasons on him. You know what I'm saying? How does he truly feel? Obviously, from a personal fighter's perspective, at the end of the day, if he runs it back with Pacman, he's running back a scenario that he already understands. It's not new, it's not fresh. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, tremendous confidence will be on his side. You know what I mean? There should never not be tremendous confidence with a fighter like Floyd Mayweather, but I'm just saying.
Right. It's familiarity.
Yeah.
Having said that, then basically you're approaching the Danny Garcia fight without even thinking about the possibility of Floyd Mayweather.
Small percentage.
Small percentage.
Right? Small percentage,
Right.
But the real accomplishment is having the 2 belts. The facts will be that the last man to hold those 2 titles was Mayweather. So I'll have a similar accomplishment with him, but my ultimate goal, if Mayweather is uninterested in coming back in the ring and fighting the youngest, hottest fighter in the division today, you know, if he's not interested in that, then obviously I'm not interested in it, because I'm actually interested in it, and there's no interest if he's not interested in it. You know what I mean? Which is why I've almost given up interest, because Mayweather does what Mayweather does.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And we've seen this for years now, right? So I'm just acknowledging the truth behind that. And outside of that, having these 2 titles puts me one step away from my goals of being the undisputed welterweight champion of the world, really engraving my name into the history books in a way that Mayweather didn't do for himself. 49-0, 50-0, whatever happens to his legacy is his legacy. But come March 4th, it's one step closer to 1 time's legacy. And then from then on, we're just one step away from making real history in the sport that I love, in the sport that I was raised on, in the sport that you watch, you report on, and that you guys love. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm happy that we have this pool of young fighters that are interested in fighting one another. So for all y'all people who think, oh, this person don't want to fight this person don't want to fight that person, bro, we want to fight. It's just how and when is it gonna happen? But the what I like to say is that the formula is there, the ingredients are there. When is it gonna get done cooking? When is it gonna get served? We don't know these answers yet, but everything is looking like we have an exciting future for the welterweight division. And this is without Manny Pacquiao, without Floyd Mayweather. I'm talking about the next generation that is apparent. One of them speaking to you right here, right now. The next generation of fighters. We are here. We are proud. And we're trying to throw down, man. So, you know, that Porter fight was a great fight. 2 young, strong, athletic people in their prime going toe-to-toe. You know, and I look forward to giving you guys more performances like that one.
Keith, you're a true foodie. I love the food reference that you just kind of pulled it all together there.